Have you ever stopped to imagine what life would be like if electricity suddenly disappeared? We depend on it so deeply that most of us cannot even picture a world without it. The lights in our homes, the refrigerator humming in the kitchen, the phone glowing in our hands, the internet that keeps us connected, the trains that carry us to work, the hospitals that save lives, even the clean water that comes from the tap. All of these things exist only because of electricity. It is invisible but everywhere, and we assume it will always be there. But what if one day it was gone, not just for a moment? Not just in one neighborhood, but everywhere. In the first hour it feels like a small inconvenience. The lights flicker out, elevators freeze between floors, traffic lights blink and go dark, and confused drivers honk as they guess when to move. Computers shut down mid-sentence. A washing machine stops with water inside. At home people reach for flashlights or use the glow of their phone screens, expecting the power to return soon. Phones still have charge. The fridge is still cool if unopened. We tell ourselves it will be fine. But this time it is not. After 3 to 6 hours, cracks appear in daily life. Subway trains stop in tunnels. Passengers sit in silence and wait. Intersections are jammed with cars because no signals guide the flow. Apartment towers lose water because electric pumps are silent. Taps sputter and then run dry. Communication towers drain their backup batteries. Phones lose signal. Calls fail. Messages do not go through. Soon the internet disappears completely. Think about that moment. You cannot check the news. You cannot call your family. You cannot order food. You cannot open your banking app. Your map does not load. Social media falls silent. Online shopping ends instantly. Remote work stops. Games and streaming services shut down. Bank transfers are frozen. Even the smallest digital habits collapse. The phone in your hand feels like a useless brick. This is the moment people realize they are not just in the dark, but cut off from the world. At 12 hours the problems grow worse. In summer the fridge warms. Milk spoils. Meat begins to smell. Vegetables wilt. Open the fridge and the odor spreads through the kitchen. Families argue over what must be eaten first and what to throw away. In winter the danger is different. Heating systems stop. Apartments cool fast. Families put on coats indoors. They move into one room and share blankets, but the cold presses in. Pipes freeze and burst. Water floods hallways. Parents try to improvise with candles or camping stoves. Some fill bathtubs with water before pressure vanishes. These small decisions show how fragile daily life truly is. Outside, the city falls into silence. The skyline is a black outline against the stars. For a moment the night sky looks beautiful, but streets are dangerous. Accidents rise, car crashes increase. And crime grows because shadows hide everything. After one full day panic spreads. Hospitals switch to generators, but fuel is scarce. Machines like ventilators, dialysis systems and incubators are at risk. Doctors and nurses count the hours of power left. Supermarkets lose entire stockpiles of frozen food. Gas stations cannot pump fuel. Ambulances and fire trucks cannot refill. Banks are closed. ATMs are dead. Card payments fail. Suddenly cash is the only way to buy anything. And many do not have enough. Parents with sick children stand in pharmacies that cannot dispense medicine. Families argue outside closed stores. Order begins to shake. And this is not only imagination. In April 2025, Spain and Portugal faced this nightmare. A massive blackout spread across the Iberian Peninsula and lasted nearly 24 hours. Trains and subways stopped. Traffic lights went out. Hospitals relied only on generators. Internet and phones failed. Supermarket freezers thawed. Families sat in apartments without heat, unsure what was happening. News broadcasts stopped. People turned to radios and neighbors for updates. At least 7 people died, some trapped in elevators. Others when medical equipment failed. News outlets later described empty streets, confused tourists, and families lining up outside shops with coolers of ice. Even after power returned, many admitted they no longer trusted the grid completely. The lesson was simple: even advanced nations can fall into silence in less than a day. Now imagine 3 days without electricity. Water treatment plants fail, sewage backs up, garbage piles high, hygiene collapses and disease spreads. Grocery shelves are bare. Delivery trucks are idle. Restaurants are closed. Families ration food carefully. People fight in the streets. Violence breaks out in neighborhoods. With no internet or radio, there is no official word. You do not know what the government is doing or if help is coming. Rumors replace facts. Some whisper it is terrorism. Others claim it is war. Fear becomes the only common language. After 1 week, collapse accelerates. Offices and factories are silent. Millions are jobless. The economy freezes. Hospitals run out of fuel, medicine, and supplies. Vaccines spoil. Blood samples rot. Intensive care shuts down. Patients die simply because machines cannot run. Pharmacies have empty shelves. Banks fail. Money loses trust. Looting spreads. Warehouses are raided. Shops are broken into. Police cannot respond. Governments cannot coordinate. Citizens form their own patrols. Communities guard streets at night because no one feels safe. And if the blackout lasts a month, civilization unravels. Cities are abandoned because there is no water, food, or safety. Families flee to rural areas. People cut wood for heat. They fetch water from rivers and wells. They try to farm, hunt, or barter with neighbors. Without electricity, there is no modern medicine, no internet, no transport, no global trade. The 21st century disappears in weeks. Life looks like centuries ago. To understand the risk more deeply, think about how much of our identity depends on power. Communication stops first. No calls, no messages, no video meetings, no emails. Transport follows. Subways and trains are silent. Traffic signals gone, airports closed. Food chains collapse. Farmers cannot move crops. Warehouses cannot refrigerate, shops cannot sell. Healthcare breaks down. No sterilization, no refrigeration for vaccines. No machines to keep people alive. Season makes everything worse. In summer, the loss of air conditioning is not only uncomfortable, it is deadly. Heat waves turn apartments into ovens. In winter, the lack of heating is brutal. Families sleep in one room, blocking windows. With blankets, cooking over candles. Homes become unsafe within days. Communities adapt in strange ways. On the first night, neighbors share candles and batteries. Someone with a generator becomes a leader. People gather to charge a few phones together. Radios are turned up for everyone. By the third day, neighborhoods hold meetings to share water and food. Paper notes appear on doors with updates. By 1 week, groups guard their streets, and people organize barter for essentials like medicine, fuel, or bread. In some places, families cook outside, share meals, and form night watches. The blackout reshapes society in days. All of this shows one truth. Electricity is not just comfort. It is survival. A few hours without it is inconvenient. A day is a crisis. A week is disaster. A month is the end of the society we know. So next time you switch on a light, charge your phone, or connect to Wi-Fi, remember what you are really touching. Electricity is the fragile thread holding up our civilization. If it breaks, the world we know breaks with it. If you found this video eye-opening, please like and subscribe. Brain Bloom Studio will continue to bring you stories that reveal the hidden systems shaping our lives.